Hey guys, it's Jill. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, welcome. So today I have 5 brand new, never seen before, at least on my channel, chicken dump and go crock pot meals, dinners, recipes, whatever you want to call them. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into all of the deliciousness of this video. Are you guys ready for this first chicken crock pot recipe? I'm so excited for it. It is garlic butter chicken. And in the crock pot, I have 2 pounds of skinless, boneless chicken thighs. We have over here, let me turn the brightness down. Okay, we have garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, paprika, salt, pepper, chicken broth, half a stick of butter, cubed or diced, whatever, some crushed red pepper, garlic. We're gonna zest this lemon and then juice it, and that's everything. We're gonna pour everything in. We're gonna cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours. You can do it on high for 4 to 6, and I'll show you guys what I'm personally going to serve this with, but this is totally a perfect keto recipe if you're doing keto as well. Let's throw this all in the crock pot. Here is this chicken. Sorry, the lighting's really bad. I'm gonna show you my plate though. This is incredible. I highly recommend this recipe for sure. But this is what it looks like in the crock pot. Once it's all done, I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up, show you what I'm serving it with. And it smells incredible too, just so you know. Here's dinner. I just have some frozen green beans that I just popped in the microwave, our chicken, and I was going to, as you see, I cooked some brown rice for my kids, and I was gonna use the juice from the chicken to put over the brown rice, but I had this quinoa salad that I made, and it was gonna go bad today if I didn't eat it, so I'm eating this. I will link the recipe down below. It is delicious, and it has cranberries. It has cranberries, quinoa, a vinaigrette, roasted toasted pecans, what else? A diced apple. It's really, really good. So I'll link the recipe down below. But yeah, we have leftovers for tomorrow too, so I'm gonna definitely have some for lunch. And that's definitely what I'm gonna do for lunch, is use the juice for my rice. But I didn't think it would be good. Anyways, this is dinner. This is highly recommended, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I am so incredibly excited for this dump and go crock pot meal. This is Crockpot Tuscan garlic chicken thighs with spinach and sun-dried tomatoes. Sounds insanely delicious. So what you're going to need is your crock pot, of course, 6 to 8 bone-in skinless chicken thighs, some garlic, Italian seasoning, red pepper flakes, heavy cream, sun-dried tomatoes, either a tablespoon of butter or olive oil, 1/3 of a cup of chicken broth. I had that left over from yesterday, so I'm using that up, and some Parmesan cheese. And you just dump it all in here. Now I will say, I'm gonna go ahead and make the cream sauce on the stovetop. If you want to just dump this all in, you can do that. However, I want my cream sauce to be combined and come together over the stove before I pour it over the chicken thighs. But if you are in a hurry and you need to dump this all in, you can do that. I'm giving you options. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna make the cream sauce together. I'm gonna put these chicken thighs on the bottom, and you're also going to need spinach, by the way. You're gonna need 2 cups of chopped spinach, but that's not gonna go in until the very, very end. This is gonna cook on low for 6 to 8 hours, or on high for 4 to 6. So let's get to to making this cream sauce. Okay, so I'm gonna take a pot. I'm gonna take my 1 tablespoon of butter. Again, you can use olive oil if you want it to be more heart healthy. I just really love the taste of butter. So I'm gonna put that in there, and I'm gonna turn this on at medium. And then I'm going to put in a good bit of garlic. Hold on, I need a smaller spoon. I like garlic a lot, so I'm gonna put in 4 teaspoons of garlic. And you just kind of let the butter melt. And then you just kind of let the butter melt and the garlic cook until it becomes fragrant. This has melted perfectly and the garlic is nice and fragrant. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my 1/3 of a cup of chicken broth and my 1 cup of heavy cream. And you just want to let this simmer for 10 minutes. Like I said, if you don't have this time, you don't have to do this. But I do think that it's going to make the sauce combine and taste better doing it this way. So we're going to go ahead, set a timer for 10 minutes. While we're doing this, we're going to go over to the crock pot and work on that over there. Okay, so I've put I have 8, I think I have 7 actually. 7 bone-in skinless chicken thighs. And we're gonna go ahead and take 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. Put that over the chicken. You're gonna take 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. If you don't like heat, don't add this. I actually don't like heat, but lately I've been loving the flavor that red pepper flakes add, and it does add just a little bit of heat, but not much. All right, now you're gonna season with some salt and some pepper. Season how you want it done. I think I need to, my pepper is getting a little low. Now you want to take your sun-dried tomatoes and you're just going to place them all over your chicken. This is the kind that I got. They are sun-dried tomatoes, julienne cut with herbs, so I did not have to chop them at all. If you don't get them chopped already, then definitely make sure you chop them. All right, then we're just gonna wait on our cream sauce. Now we are going to take 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. You do wanna add this slowly so it all combines. So I'm gonna take 1/4 of a cup, whisk that in until it's smooth, do another 1/4 of a cup, do the same thing, do another 1/4 of a cup, and then it'll be ready to, I'm actually, you know, in cream sauces, I'm actually gonna add some nutmeg to this because nutmeg is really good in cream sauces and I always add nutmeg. That's my special ingredient to my fettuccine alfredo recipe sauce. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some nutmeg too. Perfect. Oh my gosh, it's so delicious. I think this is gonna be my new alfredo sauce. So now you wanna take your sauce and you wanna pour it over your chicken, trying to get as much of the sauce over the chicken as possible and not on the bottom of the crock pot. This looks and smells incredible, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pop the top on, pop the lid. It's on low, and I'll see you guys later when this is done. So this has been cooking. Oh my gosh, you guys. This smells absolutely incredible, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the chicken onto a plate. I have 2 cups of packed spinach that I chopped up earlier today. I'm just gonna throw in here and we're just gonna turn it up to high, and as soon as the spinach wilts, it is done. And while this is cooking, I am going to go ahead and start some pasta. Here is dinner and it is absolutely incredible. You guys, you have to try this recipe. It is delicious. It is going to be a family favorite for sure. And we're gonna go devour this. It is so freaking good. Tonight we are making Crockpot Chicken Teriyaki. We are so excited for this. So what you're going to need is 2/3 of a cup of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of honey. I didn't realize I was so low on my honey, so I might need to add some maple syrup. We will see. You need some rice vinegar, some ginger. I shared this with you guys last crockpot video, but what I personally do is I will take my ginger and I will freeze it because that way it'll last for a really long time. And it's super easy to grate while it's frozen too, so it's perfect. And then some brown sugar. You also are going to need 1.5 pounds of chicken thighs, which I have right here. So what you wanna do is go ahead and take all of these ingredients, put it in a little container, whisk it together. You're gonna pour it over your chicken. You're gonna cook it on low for 4 to 6 hours or on high for 2 to 4 hours, depending on how your personal crock pot cooks. And then at the end, we're also going to add some cornstarch and water mixture to thicken up the sauce, but that's not until it's all the way cooked. Okay, so chicken is done. Now I'm just going to take, I have 2 tablespoons of water in here. I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and we're going to combine this. And we're going to go ahead and take the chicken out of the crock pot. And then we're gonna empty the sauce into here, add the cornstarch, cook over the stove while it gets bubbly for about 2 or so minutes until it gets nice and thick, and then we'll just add the sauce back to the chicken into the crock pot. So here's dinner. We just have the chicken teriyaki on top of some brown rice, frozen brown rice from Trader Joe's. I made some broccoli on the side, and then I just topped the chicken with some sesame seeds and some chopped green onions. I'm going to chow down. This is incredible. 2 thumbs up. Tonight's dump and go dinner I am so incredibly excited for. We are making chicken gyros. I've never made these before. We're gonna make our own homemade tzatziki sauce, which I've done before. If you wanna cut corners, you totally can, and you can buy your own tzatziki sauce. I personally have never bought it before. I've only ever made it, and I will say it is incredible. You are going to need some olive oil, red wine vinegar, garlic, an onion. I just have some frozen onion, oregano, salt, pepper. You're gonna need 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, 1 lemon, some dill, a grated up, what's this called, cucumber. I've already done that off camera. Then we're also gonna need 2 cups of plain Greek yogurt. I personally like the taste of the whole milk Greek yogurt, so that's what I have here. We're gonna go ahead and start dumping all of these things in. Recipe is gonna be linked down below because you pretty much use all of this for both. Let's get to dumping this stuff in the crock pot. This is going to cook on low for 6 to 8 hours or high for 4 to 6. Okay, so we're gonna start with the chicken. Here I have 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast. We are going to add some, if you wanna chop up an onion, you can. I just have this frozen, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there. I'm gonna do some garlic. I always just add this thing, and I really like garlic, so I kind of go to town. But if you want, just do 2 cloves. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. We're gonna do half a teaspoon of salt and pepper, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of red wine vinegar, the juice from half of a lemon, 1/3 of a cup of water. And we're gonna go ahead and put this on our crock pot, and I'm gonna set this on low and let it cook for 6 hours. Now we're gonna make this tzatziki sauce. I already have 1 cucumber finely grated. I use this because I can't find my box grater. I think I threw it away in the move, which is fine, whatever. It's very, very finely grated. But to this cucumber, make sure you get all of the water, or as much water as you can out. I'm gonna go ahead and you're gonna add in 2 cups of plain Greek yogurt. We're now gonna add 2 to 3 cloves of garlic minced. Again, I'm just gonna do about a tablespoon. The recipe calls for a tablespoon of white wine vinegar. I don't have white wine vinegar, so I'm gonna use the red wine vinegar. It might change the color a little bit. It's no big deal, it's okay. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of dried dill, 1 teaspoon of oregano, salt and pepper to taste, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and the juice of the other half of the lemon. Now we just want to mix this. Also make sure you taste it so you can see if you want to add some salt or some extra seasonings. I love these flavors, and I can't wait to show you guys how the chicken turns out when it's done, and then also what I'm going to top my gyros, what I'm going to top them with. Our chicken is all nice and done. It is very tender, just falling apart, shredding, has a nice juice to it. And over here I've already started to assemble my gyro, and I have this pita bread right here. I spread some of the tzatziki sauce. By the way, this is so good. I think I'm gonna start meal prepping this. This is a really great way to get raw veggies in, to dip in bell peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes, really good. But I have this little container right here, which I will link these produce containers down below. But I'm gonna go ahead and finish assembling my gyro, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. And that is my delicious crock pot. It is overflowing, but my delicious crock pot gyro, chicken gyro. So I'm gonna go tear this up. I'm gonna actually get a little more tzatziki sauce for this dressing, and I want to taste it because I've never had one of these before. I will see you guys tomorrow for our last chicken dump and go crock pot meal. Our last dump and go crock pot meal is going to be slow cooker garlic parmesan chicken stew. So what you're going to need is 1 pound of potatoes quartered, 3 boneless skinless chicken breasts cut into 1-inch pieces, which I already have here in my crock pot. And I have about 2 pounds there. You're gonna do celery, onion, carrots, garlic, salt, parsley, thyme, pepper, broth, heavy cream, cornstarch, Parmesan cheese. Now the heavy cream and the Parmesan cheese and the cornstarch, they don't go in until this is all cooked, and then you're gonna put it on high for the last hour. So you're gonna cook this on low for 4 to 6 hours, or you can do it on high for 2 to 4. Whenever the potatoes are soft and the chicken is cooked, then you're gonna add in your cornstarch, cream, and Parmesan cheese. Then you're gonna cut it on high and cook for another hour. Okay, so I thought I had onion, I don't. I thought I had all this stuff. My carrots went bad, so instead of carrots, I'm going to be, well, this is still carrots, but instead of cutting them, I'm just gonna have grated carrots. So I'm just gonna add the rest of the bag here. And I used up the rest of my onion, so minced onion it is. I also freeze, like I will get a full thing of celery, and I don't use celery often. So I just cut it up whenever I do, and I throw it in the freezer, so whenever I need it, it's ready for me to go. So that's frozen celery going in. And then I don't have thyme or parsley. I do have parsley, I don't have thyme, so I will just put in some Italian seasoning. You can always, I get people hating on me Oh my gosh, if you don't have something, why are you even doing the recipe? It's because this is real life, y'all. Like, I'm sure this happens to you guys too, right? So I'm not perfect just because I do YouTube videos. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and add in my salt, my garlic, add in these potatoes, and then 2 cups of broth, and I'm gonna go ahead and set it on low and let it cook for 4 hours. Okay, so this is smelling incredible. I'm gonna personally add, I think I may have added a little bit more potatoes than the recipe called for. But I am also going to add, because I want some more veggies, oopsie, I'm gonna add this bag of corn that's already been opened. And then since I want to finish this spinach, I'm gonna put this spinach in there too. But now we're gonna go ahead and add the cornstarch, heavy cream, and Parmesan cheese. So what I'm gonna do is add it in this little cup right here. 2/3 of a cup of cream, 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. And because I'm adding in corn and the spinach, I'm just gonna go ahead and use this whole thing of broth, which is 4 cups. Don't wanna go too hard with this because you don't wanna make whipped cream, but I do wanna incorporate it a little bit. And so we're just gonna go ahead and pour it into the soup. And put the lid on it, and it's on high, so I'm going to let it cook for 1 hour, and then I will show you what it looks like when it's done. It has been an hour, and we've got us a nice hearty delicious soup that I'm going to put into some bowls. And top it with some more Parmesan cheese. And here's my bowl of soup. I got corn and potatoes and carrots and celery and chicken, spinach, and topped it with some Parmesan cheese. So this is incredibly delicious. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Everything in this video was absolutely incredible, and I highly recommend. All of the recipes are linked down below in the description box in the order in which you guys saw them, so it's easy access for you guys to get to. And I recommend every single one of them. The teriyaki chicken was top notch. The chicken stew was amazing. The sun-dried, oh my gosh, that one is a keeper. The garlic lemon butter chicken was insanely delicious, and the chicken gyros were delicious. However, they were definitely my least favorite out of all of the recipes in this video, but still really good. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Love you guys. Have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.